My name's Isaiah Lopez. I guess you could say I'm an aspiring street photographer. When I was a kid, my dad, he gave me a little film Minolta camera. I shot up with that a little bit here and there. I was never really too serious with it. Didn't dabble with film again until high school when I took photography and didn't, I guess, like pay too much attention to it either. It really wasn't until I got to college and started this black and white photography class, and then that's when I really started to use it a lot more. So much so to the point where, like, even now, there'll be times in which I just take the film camera out and just walk around, take pictures. And I've started dabbling with different other, like, I guess, like experimental films as well. Bikifi, they have some really cool, like, pre-filtered film. So then you can pretty much take a photo, and then when you get the photo back, it's like it's already been, like, I guess, like filtered or something. It's interesting. Yeah. I've noticed that when I shoot with some of the Ilford black and white films, it's just like the grain, and then it almost like you almost want to touch it, almost like it has a fuzzy feel to it or something. I think sometimes your colors, they can come out richer, or they can come out, I guess, kind of like watered down or saturated. So it kind of creates like a different emotion, like you're not really focusing on color, but you're focusing more on the context and what's being photographed and that sort of thing, and why it's being photographed. With film, a lot of times you only get but 24 exposures. So I would say I tend to focus more, like I just don't go out and just like boom, 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 boom. Like you are forced, like you only have 24 shots, so you want to be sure you get the most out of each of those 24. You start to pay attention to, like, have I photographed this before? Is this something that will, I guess, like when I shoot, I try to get people where they can maybe go to a different point in their life or kind of escape reality for a bit. And so I'll maybe think, like, does this provide like enough imagination, or is there enough here to kind of like get people to start kind of thinking about other things or something like that. Also with film, I would say it kind of teaches you to be more patient, because you don't get the image right then and there. You have to wait, and then that wait period gives you time to reflect on, like, how did that shoot go? Did I guess, achieve whatever goal it was that you had in mind, and that sort of thing. I like the film more for just like when I'm walking around doing street photography, also when I'm doing food as well. I think at least in my experience, when you have a film camera and you're out on the street and there's a lot of different people around, the film camera is less aggressive, I've noticed. People are more inclined to kind of be calmer with you, or they're even less, they're more open to being in the shot. And I think that's just because, like, a lot of film cameras, they have just like a smaller profile, and more people are going to be less, I don't know, like scared or frightened by it. I think it would depend on the mood I'm in. I will say, if I could choose one that had to be the camera I would shoot on the rest of my life, it would definitely be film. Just because the film is more, not only with it forcing you to focus more, but also it just feels like it's more, I don't know, it just feels more at home. It's more comfortable to be out shooting with the film as opposed to the digital. Sometimes digital can, I feel like, in a way, throw in effects that you may not want to be there. I also feel like the film, it kind of makes it digital, it makes it too easy. Like, you can easily go back and kind of like doctor this or cut this out and this and that and the other, but with the film, like, you can't. And I think that's the part I like the most about it, is just, you do it, you didn't get it right, well, now you have to go out and do it again. And you just keep doing that, and I think that's what helps build people, or could build someone as a photographer. I would say so, because I would say even I tend to be more conscious of my surroundings and where and who's around when I'm shooting with the film. I don't know, it puts you in a different mood. I feel like it makes me calmer too. From a lot of the film photographs I've seen, and even there's been times in which I've taken a film photograph and I've taken a digital one of the same object, same everything. And I just feel like the film, when you look at it, you have a different feel. It's a more connected, a more emotional feel when you look at film as opposed to digital. I feel like that could be because we spend so much time of our time looking at digital screens already. So then when you see something from like film that you can hold in your hand, or even when you're seeing it on a digital screen, you know that there's something different about that image. And there's something more, I guess, personal about it. Just go backpacking and just see as much as I can, just like just the world, really. Maybe just like start, of course, here in the U.S., then go to Europe, Asia, India, Africa, and all those different places, and then just shoot as much as I could. Maybe like people's everyday lives. I like going to different like car meets, so maybe even like throw in like different car cultures or from around the world too. That's something I photographed here and then a little bit in Japan. Out of the few I've shot on so far, I would say probably the Zion. I really like the Zion. It's the one in the blue can. I can't remember the name of it exactly. But that one I had shot on when I went to this car meetup in Long Beach, called Shore Shifters, and just the tone, the colors, and then like it was just, they're so rich. When I got the film back, so much so to the point where I had bought like 3 more rolls of it and then shot right through those. And even at night, it has a very interesting quality to it as well. So yeah, that'd be definitely one of the ones I would shoot with. Then maybe Ilford as well. Some of their black and white film, yeah. Of the ones I've shot on, probably I'd say my Minolta XGA. So far, it's probably been my favorite film camera, even though it does tend to get a little finicky at times. I think it should be looked at the same as learning about your history and your origins, where you came from. I'm not going to sit here and say to understand photography you need to understand film or anything like that, but I would say it does. I think it can kind of create a more appreciation for the art form in itself. I think that also knowing where you came from would also maybe help provide a roadmap to where you're going as well. And then who knows, it might even expose you to different opportunities, different ways of thinking. I would say for me the hardest part is maybe trying to I guess remember the different settings and what their purpose is. I would also say maybe just kind of being still enough to take the photo, because it definitely has I guess like kind of, it's teaching me control, I guess, and kind of teaching me how to like I can't think of the word, but I guess just like just pay more attention to things. I think film still has a long life ahead of it. I mean, still a lot of people shoot on film now. Of course, not as many as there once was. But I think that given a lot of the different things that are going on in the world right now and then continue to go on, I think that film can create a more, just like how I say, it kind of creates more depth to those images. I think it could also kind of maybe spark more in-depth conversations about what was being photographed or different things that are going on. And may kind of make people all around more aware as to what's going on as well. My name is Isaiah Lopez, and I shoot film.